Hello, my name is Emily Banks, and this is my introduction. Just a little bit about me. I'm originally from this area. However, I moved to South Carolina for about 3 years to teach. I just moved back to Pennsylvania. However, I went to Lebanon Valley College and graduated with a bachelor's degree in early childhood education, pre-K to 4, and special education, pre-K to 8. I also ran cross country and track at Lebanon Valley College, so I ended up going after college down to South Carolina. So I currently teach at Donegal Intermediate School as a learning support teacher, but prior to this, I was in South Carolina teaching second grade for 2 years. Prior to that, I taught for 1 year as a self-contained teacher. When I'm not teaching or running, I'm also tutoring online, the VIP Kid teacher for the Chinese ELL students. I love this job. It kind of helps translate these strategies into my own classroom. When I'm not teaching or tutoring or running, I'm most likely at the mall shopping or hanging out with friends or playing with my new puppy. His name is Reese, or spending time with some family. At the top right, there's a picture of my dad. He's very happy to have us back in Pennsylvania after being in South Carolina for 3 years. And the bottom picture is a picture of my boyfriend. He moved down to South Carolina with me as well. And we both are back, and we just bought a house in the area, and we are pretty excited about that. I'm currently enrolled in Millersville's master's program called Curriculum and Assessment with an endorsement in STEM. This is my second to last class. I only have one more to go after this. But I chose this program because I felt it aligned best with my future education goals as an educator, and it also allowed me to expand my knowledge of STEM. In regards to the textbook, question 1, the 4 stages that Mills and Spencer outlines, I feel like the most difficult one would be the district-wide difficulty. I think this would be difficult because I think it's hard to get involved district-wide. Personally, being in a new school this year, I feel like I'm starting all over again, and I kind of have to make myself known. So I have to kind of start from the bottom and probably try to get involved more in my school first, and then maybe try to work my way up. But I'm not even sure where I would start to try to get in somewhere district-wide. Question 2, talking about Mills and the need for teachers making action research a part of the classroom. I see many obstacles to this approach. I think it can be time consuming. As one of the teachers was talking about how she spent 10 minutes reading and counting the words that her students read, and then another 40 counting the words her students wrote. So I really thought that could be very time consuming. I also think like when you're working collaboratively, you're getting the same opinions and ideas from the same school. I think it's good sometimes to branch out. So that can make it difficult if you're not able to get new ideas necessarily from other areas. I think that sometimes the teamwork aspect could be difficult if there's one person that just wants to take over and kind of do the job. I think that presents some problems. And I think the collaboration piece also could prevent some issues, just to make sure everybody's on the same page and trying to get to the same goal throughout the whole process. And lastly, question 3, Ferris presents the 2 stories from the field. I thought the first one that was from the school in Lowell, Massachusetts by Rebecca Winooski, Charlotte M. Merkland. I think this one resonated more with me as a teacher because it really talked about how the teachers collaborated together and was doing a project to help 4 students in particular. So I liked the collaboration aspect and as well as the collaboration with the students. I also really liked how they got the families involved and how they would send the newspapers home because I could definitely see myself doing something similar to that. I also like how they kind of started from the basics and monitored the progress as the student was going and made adjustments as needed. And I liked how they worked together as a team to reach a common goal and they stayed with it and they stayed with the same vision throughout the whole process. I did see some concerns. I think that conducting an action research project could be time consuming, depending on the topic or research field that I would be studying. I also see some problems with consistency. Sometimes the schedule changes and I have no control over that, or behavior problems arise. So it just, you never know what could happen to kind of impede that learning. And I also have a concern about being in a new environment. I'm just trying to learn the basics of the school itself and doing learning support because that's also something new to me. So it kind of concerns me to try to do action research with that. Thank you for watching. I'm excited to work with everybody throughout the next 15 weeks.